guys, it's Miss Wallace with your math lesson for today. Now this week we're working on number bonds, so I'm going to teach you how to play a really fun game that's great number bond practice. So here's what you're going to need for the game. You are going to need a couple sheets of paper, something to write with, and a deck of cards. Now, if you don't have a deck of cards, that's totally okay. You can take little sheets of paper, write random numbers on them, and that will work just as fine. All right, so here's how you play. The first thing you're going to need to do is write your number bond on your paper. So remember, your number bond, you need a circle for your whole number. I'm going to write that on top. You need your two connecting lines, and then you need your two circles underneath. That's where your parts go. All right, so there's my little number bond in the corner. All right, so once you have your number bond written, then you're going to take your deck of cards, make sure they're shuffled up nice and good, and then you're going to take one card off the top. And see, I got a 6, and that number is going to be my first part. So I'm going to write that number 6 right here in that first circle where the part goes. All right, so that's my first part, and I'm going to put that 6 to the side. All right, then I'm going to take the next card off of the deck. And this time I picked a 2. So that number is my second part. So I'm going to write the 2 in the circle where the other part goes. So there are my parts, 6 and 2. All right, so that's what my parts are. Now I need to figure out what my whole number is. Now there's a couple of ways you can figure out how you can figure out that whole number. You can use your fingers, you can use a number line, you can count on, you can draw pictures. You might have little toys in your room that you can use as manipulatives, however you want to solve it. But another great way to solve this number bond problem is to look at the cards you picked out. On each card are pictures that show that number. So on this card with the number 6, there are 6 pictures. And on this card with the number 2, there are 2 pictures. So what I'm going to do to solve my number bond problem here is to count all the pictures on both cards. Count with me. Let's figure out what 6 and 2 make. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 and 2 makes 8. So in my little number bond, I can write the number 8 where the whole number goes, and now my number bond is complete. 6 and 2 make 8. Now, that's one way to play the game. If you're kind of looking for a challenge, here's another way you can play. All right, so I'm going to put my 6 and 2 to the side. I already used those, so I'll put those over there. Now, I'm going to need another number bond over here, so I'm going to, of course, draw where my whole number goes, my 2 connecting lines, and my 2 circles where the part goes. All right, so there's my number bond. Now this time, I'm going to pick out another card off the deck, but I'm only going to choose one card. All right, so I pulled the number 5. Now this time, if I want a challenge and I'm playing the game this way, I'm only picking one card, my number is 5, and that number is going to be my whole number. So I'm going to write that in the circle where my whole number goes. So my whole number is 5. Now I'm not going to pick any other cards from the deck. I have my whole number. Now I need to figure out a way I can make 5 with 2 parts. So I need to start with a number that's either 5 or below. I can't choose a number that's higher than 5 because any number that's higher than 5, there's no way to make it be 5 with another number. So I need to start with a number that's 5 or below. So let's see, 3. 3 is a number that's 5 or less. So my first part's going to be 3. All right, now I need to figure out what other number with 3 makes 5. So here's how I'm going to solve this problem. Under that number 3, I'm going to draw 3 little circles. Sorry if that's hard to see. All right, so under that 3, I have 3 circles. Now in the other part, I'm going to keep drawing circles until I have 5 all together. So I have 3 here. I'm going to keep drawing until I have 5. So there's 3 here, 4, 5. All right, so I have 5 circles all together. So I'm going to stop drawing. And now I need to figure out how many more circles I needed to make 5. All right, let's count them. Get ready. 1, 2. So I needed 2 more circles. Ooh, it's kind of a funky looking 2. I needed 2 more circles to make 5, which means 3 and 2 make 5. All right, so that's another way to play the game if you want a challenge. Now, in my deck of cards, I also took out the jokers, the jacks, the queens, and the kings. But you don't have to do that. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can make those special cards be whatever numbers you want. Maybe you want your jacks to be 11, queens to be 12, kings to be 13, jokers, maybe they're 14. It's all up to you. You can either take them out or you can use them and assign your own numbers, however you want to play. All right, guys, well, I hope you have a really fun time playing this game. If you really want good practice, see if you can play at least 5 rounds of this game. And maybe you can even play it even more if you really want some extra practice. All right, guys, that's it for your activity today. I hope you have a great time playing, and I'll see you next week. Bye.